All right, let's jump right in. We're about to look at something that could totally flip the way you think about your finances. We're going to talk about debt, but not as a burden. We're going to talk about how to make it efficient. Just let that sit for a second. This one little shift in how you see things, it's everything. Once you see a loan as the price you're paying for money, you can't help but ask, hey, am I paying the best possible price for this? And that question right there, that's where you take back control. So let's talk about a feeling a ton of people have. You know the one, where you feel like you're just running in place with your money. You're working hard, you're trying to save, but your net worth just isn't moving. Well, there's a name for that. It's called the leaky bucket problem. And I want you to really ask yourself this question. Are you trying to fill a bucket that has a giant hole in it? Because honestly, for so many people trying to get ahead, that's literally what's happening month after month. And this is where it all clicks into place. On one hand, you're pouring water in. That's you saving and investing. But on the other hand, water is leaking right out of a hole at the bottom. And that leak, that's your high-interest debt payments. And if that leak is bigger than the stream of water you're pouring in, you could work forever, and that bucket is never, ever going to fill up.
So why do we get caught in this trap? Well, it all comes down to a really common but flawed way of thinking. We just kind of accept the interest rate we have as some fixed, unchangeable thing. Then we go chasing after risky investments, hoping for that one big win, instead of focusing on the guaranteed win of just being financially stable.
But here's the really good news. There is a simple mathematical way to plug that leak, and it's got nothing to do with luck or taking huge risks. It's about being smart. It's about the power of optimization.
And this is the core idea of this entire explainer, optimization of interest. It's a fancy term for something really simple, actively working to lower the price, the interest rate that you're paying for your loans. Okay, think about it like this. Say you've got a $10,000 credit card balance at 19% interest. That's $1,900 a year just gone, poof. But if you optimize, if you move that debt to a personal loan at, say, 9%, you've instantly put $1,000 back in your pocket. That's not luck, that's just math. That's making your debt work for you, not against you. And this chart, oh man, it just lays it all out, plain and simple. You might be paying that 19% we just talked about, while at the same time, you're hoping and praying to make an 8% return in the stock market. You don't have to be a math whiz to see you are losing 11% on your money in that deal. It's a guaranteed loss. So, here's the big takeaway from all this. Real, true financial progress, it starts by fixing your foundation. It means plugging that massive leak by lowering your interest costs. That has to be step one, way before you even think about chasing unpredictable gains in the market. Okay, so you're probably thinking, great, but how do I actually do this? Let's get practical. Let's get into the action plan. This is the debt efficiency framework, and it's your step-by-step guide to taking control. We're going to walk through these 6 simple steps you see right here. Think of it like a roadmap. It starts with just looking at your rates, then it moves to stabilizing your whole situation, and then, finally, it shows you how to pivot all that momentum toward growth. This is how you go from that leaky bucket to building real, solid wealth. Step 1 is so simple, but it's incredibly powerful. Audit and move. All you do is look at the interest rate on every single loan you have. Then, you move any of those high-cost balances to lenders with lower rates. Just by doing that, you've created an immediate, guaranteed financial win for yourself. No luck needing. Okay, next up, we stabilize. For a little while, you're going to pause putting money into unpredictable, volatile markets. Instead, you're going to build up an emergency buffer in a safe, easy-to-access account. This is your financial safety net. It's what makes sure that when a surprise expense pops up, and you know it will, you don't have to go right back to high-interest debt and start this whole cycle over again. And now, we go on the attack. Every single extra dollar you have goes straight to paying down the principal on that loan. The faster you shrink that principal, the less interest you pay, period. And then, and this is the magic moment, you pivot. The second that debt is gone, you take that exact same payment amount you were making and you redirect it straight into your growth investments. And finally, step 6 is all about protecting everything you've just worked so hard to build. As soon as it's affordable, you get some basic household protections in place. This is what keeps one single bad event, an accident, an illness, from completely derailing you and sending you right back into that debt cycle. It makes all your progress stick. So let's bring this all home. As we wrap up, I really want to drive home the core idea here, this whole framework.
It's about choosing the absolute certainty of math over the wild unpredictability of market luck.
I mean, this quote just says it all, doesn't it? You have no idea what the market's going to do tomorrow. Nobody does. But you can control the interest rate you're paying today, and lowering that rate is, without a doubt, the most certain, guaranteed way to improve your financial life. Period. And just look at this final comparison. It makes the choice crystal clear. Market investing, it relies on luck. It's unpredictable. Your money could go down. But debt optimization, that relies on math. The gain you get from paying less interest is guaranteed. Your savings are certain. So, which one would you rather build your foundation on?
So, what's the big takeaway from all of this? Really, it's two things. First, real, effective growth can only happen when your financial floor is solid. And second, clarity. Clarity isn't found in some guru's market prediction. It's found in the simple math of what you owe and what you get to keep. And when you really look at it that way, you realize that taking back control of your financial future isn't some big, complicated mystery. It's actually simple, really.